Yeah.
One hears about or reads about tier one accounts, tier two accounts. Can you tell us a little about what these are and who are they relevant
Sure.
to?
Sure. So the tier one account, as rightly pointed out, there are two types of accounts. There is a tier one account and there is a tier two account. A tier one account is the account where you are eligible for tax advantages. So all the tax benefits that accrue to an individual accrue if you invest in tier one account. Tier two account is nothing but a simple investment management account. So it is very similar to let's say a mutual fund investment that you would make. So to that extent, there is no difference essentially between tier two account and let's say an investment that you would do in a mutual fund, an equity mutual fund, or a debt mutual fund, or a hybrid mutual fund. The only condition is that you can invest in a tier two account only if you have a tier one account. So it is compulsory for an individual to have a tier one account for you to be able to access the tier two account. But once you open a tier one account, you can actually invest in both of these. Tier one account has, given the fact that it is meant to help you create a corpus for retirement, there are restrictions in terms of how much you can withdraw, at what stages you can withdraw, how much can you withdraw prematurely, and what is it that you do when you do a full withdrawal at the time of superannuation, or in case you do a full withdrawal at which is prematurely. There are some restrictions around that. But on tier two account, it is a free account where you can get in and get out at will. You can actually invest in the four asset classes, actually there are four asset classes, but we'll just talk about three of those, which is equity, referred to as E category, corporate bonds, which is referred to as C category, and government securities, which is referred to as G category. So these are the three asset classes within the NPS architecture, E, C, G, and then there is the fourth asset category, which is called as A, or alternate asset class, which I will talk about a little later. So under tier two account, you can actually invest 100% of your money in E, C, or G, as the case may be, or a combination thereof. So there is no restriction in terms of how much you can invest in what category. And as I said earlier, you can enter and exit from a tier two account at will, right? So it's an account which is akin to a mutual fund account, an investment account. Tier one account, on the other hand, is an account where tax advantages accrue to you, and therefore there are restrictions in terms of not how much you can invest. Of course, you can invest as much as you want, but the quantum that you're eligible for tax that will give you tax benefits. There are limitations in terms of what is it that you will get as tax benefits, and we can delve into that as well. Withdrawal from that is restricted, and rightly so, because of the fact that it's a product which is expected to help you build a retirement corpus. So that's the key difference between tier one and tier two. I hope I've been able to explain that appropriately.
So